Hi everybody, I am going to try and make this vlog pretty quick because I am on my computer and for whatever reason editing has not been working very well. If you've noticed, it keeps cutting off half of what I say. It's just been really weird. So that being said, I am 24 weeks. We have hit viability. I am so excited. I'm so excited. I don't even know how to express to you how excited I am. And now it can all slow down because I am enjoying everything and I want to keep enjoying it, but I am very happy to be at this point. That being said, let's review week 23. Week 23 emotionally was great. There's not a whole lot to report on that. Physically, I am starting to feel the weight in my belly. It is affecting my balance and it's affecting a couple other things. Sorry, I know it's all shaky. Mainly sleep. So sleep, I'm generally a side sleeper, but if I sleep on my side, I have to find this balance of where to sleep, what angle to sleep at. Because if I'm laying on my side, my belly is heavy, so it kind of pushes over, and then it feels really heavy and is pulling. So I have to find this balance of laying over on my side enough that it's not pulling, but not laying so far over that it's pushing my uterus into my ribs and causing discomfort that way. So I've been finding the easiest way to sleep is to be like on my hip, but then turn a little bit with my shoulders so that my shoulders and back are touching the mattress, if that makes sense. Um, Other than that, it has affected my balance a little bit. And I have noticed that because of the weight of my belly, if I walk or I'm on my feet a lot during the day, I will swell a little bit and I can feel it underneath on the bottom portion of my belly. So nothing at this point that it's swelling a lot or anything like that. It's just something that I'm kind of keeping an eye on and making sure that I get enough water, making sure that I'm putting my feet up a little bit more and trying not to be on my feet for long periods of time. So trying to take breaks. Other than that, physically, I just had notes that I actually totally deleted. The cats won't leave me alone. They are loving laying on my belly, and he is not liking having people invade his space. When my husband puts his arm over when he's sleeping, he will just kick the crap out of it until my husband moves his arm. Speaking of which, he has also gotten playful, so if you poke my belly, he will poke back or kick back. But when when the cats are on my belly, he just will kick the crap out of them. And unfortunately for him, they seem to really like it when he kicks them. So they just stay there and purr, and he's like, get the heck off of my space. So it's kind of funny to sit there and see until it's, then I can't breathe. So then I push them off. Walking a lot or walking up flights of stairs, I am starting to have shortness of breath. Nothing too bad. Nothing to just take a little break. The swelling is totally fine once I either drink more water, put my feet up for a little bit, or take an Epsom salt bath. So again, nothing bad. Weight gain wise, I am at 0. So I had a doctor's appointment this week, and my weight gain, I'm pretty much back to my pre-pregnancy weight at 24 weeks. So that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that, and I am very actively working on not gaining a ton of weight through the next 16 to 18 weeks. So that's pretty good. No swelling in my hands. I have noticed that my face is a little bit chubbier, but I think it's just pretty much back to where I was at pre-pregnancy, which would make sense since it's the same weight. So other than that, really no physical symptoms. So that's pretty good. TMI symptoms. Speaking of swelling, my lady bits have been getting a bit swollen if I am on my feet a lot or if I am walking a lot. Again, nothing that's really bad, nothing that's painful, and nothing that can't be fixed with a little bit of water, putting my hips up, or taking an Epsom salt bath. Other than that, TMI symptoms, my boobs have been getting to the point where I can feel them getting fuller and heavier through the day. And especially if I wake up at night, sometimes they're a bit sore. They've gotten kind of to the point where they're a bit uncomfortable when it's nighttime because they are fuller and heavier, and I feel like I kind of need to express a little bit to make them a little bit less uncomfortable, but I don't want to do that because I know it can cause contractions. So I haven't been doing that except a tiny bit to rub some of the colostrum around, which just even expressing that little bit helps. So I feel like I could easily express an ounce from each side, but other than that, no major TMI. So that's good. Let's see. I had a doctor's appointment. Everything is going well there. I'm measuring at 25 weeks. So I'm measuring a week ahead, and I have consistently measured a bit ahead in terms of my uterus versus weeks, which at this point, because of the abnormal blood work that came back, is actually kind of a good thing because they want to make sure that he's still growing and the growth is not restricted. So because of that, we are going to have an ultrasound at 28 weeks to make sure my placenta has moved up. And then they will probably want to have an ultrasound at 32 weeks to make sure that he is still growing properly. So I hadn't realized they'd want that extra ultrasound, but I don't know. We'll see. I guess I'll ask more about it at the 28-week appointment. Other than that, I have another appointment next week with the midwife where I will get my glucose monitor and do my glucose testing. I am a bit terrified of failing and having gestational diabetes, but I am actively doing everything I can to avoid that at this point. Although I will admit that the last couple days I've had more sugar than normal, and I'm not actually feeling that great because kid still doesn't like sugar that much. So anyway, otherwise, I am basically looking for a doula and a maternity photographer at this point, and just getting the house ready. So I have gone through and purged with almost every single room. We have a ton of stuff that's gone. It's making me so happy. And then we're in transition with the kids' rooms, making their rooms their big kid rooms, basically just giving them each a desk to do their homework at, and making both of their beds into the bigger full-size beds. We were going to make them each a new bed frame, but decided against that because at this point it's more about saving money than having the full long-term setup that they're going to have forever, if that makes sense. So we're focused on getting them into their big kid rooms, but also saving money since we're, basically setting up 3 rooms at this point. In terms of his room, we are swapping out this chair that I'm sitting on with the chair that's in my son's room, and then we need a crib. I need to finish this mural. It's mostly just finishing the lines and stuff, but otherwise his room is pretty much done. But yeah, the house is getting ready, so it's all very exciting, and I think that's pretty much it. So I will talk to you guys later. I hope you're having a great week, and I will see you next week for 25 weeks. Bye.